Hello everyone, happy Sunday. It's been a few weeks since I've done the Axis of Awesome, so I thought I might put it on just for a minute or two. Let's just hear a couple more songs.
Surely it's a dream. I come from a land down under. Once a jolly swagman.
Pretty cool, isn't it? So if you haven't seen that, guys, that is the normal song that we start with here on a Sunday night. It is on YouTube. It's called Axis of Awesome. They use 4 chords and they mesh 4 chord songs together. I think there's like, I don't know, 30 something songs on here. Like, it's unbelievable. Happy Sunday. So I thought it'd been a while since we did that, so I thought I'd better do it again. Welcome to our Sunday Night Live. I know we missed last week. I hope you had a nice week off. Let me know in the comments though if you are staying warm. So currently outside it has just bucketed down again here in Adelaide, and the temperature is about it says it feels like 6.5 degrees outside. So it's freezing cold here in South Australia, but I'm getting the feeling that it's like that across most of Australia at the moment, especially the southeast. So let me know if you're staying warm. Let me know what you're doing. I'm not a winter person, so I'm already hanging for summer, and we're only, day 5 of winter officially. So I don't know, let me know in the comments. Do you like winter? Do you prefer summer? Let me know where you're at. I can see Mel. Mel's on. Hi, Mel. It's nice to have you with us. Beautiful. All right, let's start. We are going to talk about gut health tonight. Hi, Rachel. I can see you on here too, darling. We're going to talk about gut health tonight. We're going to do a bit of an overview of gut health. But before we do, I'm just going to go through a few housekeeping things before we get started. So one of those is that our winter challenge starts tomorrow. It's not too late to start, okay? You don't have to start on day 1. Some people are starting week 2 because they've got a big week this week. Just because it officially launches off tomorrow, it doesn't mean you have to start with us tomorrow. But if you have been thinking about it, if you've been sitting on the fence, I highly recommend you do it. You will not regret signing up and grabbing all the food plans and the exercise plans and all the information. You won't regret it. You'll love the warm winter recipes that we've put together for you. And I'm going to be really surprised if anybody's hungry, particularly in the first 4 weeks, the first half of our 8-week challenge. I'm going to be really, really surprised if anybody is super hungry on this challenge, because the foods that we've included, the winter warmers, are just, oh my God, they're just so filling. And you know that you can we've got foods that you can always add more to, but there's so much food in this 8-week challenge. So do yourself a favor. If you're sitting on the fence, just go for it. You've got nothing to lose. The one thing I did want to address, though, is a few people have messaged today and said that they didn't want to start the challenge because they don't want to take photos. Photos are not mandatory. You don't have to take photos at all if you don't want to. We recommend it so that you can see your own progress. You have to show anyone. But please don't think you shouldn't sign up to the challenge because you don't want to take photos of yourself. You do not have to take photos. This challenge is for you, okay? It can just be another good meal plan that you add into your life with some healthy recipes and whatever. So, but please don't think that that's the case. Alrighty, so now if you are on our email list and read our June newsletter, you will be hanging to see if you have won yourself a free Inner Fit program tonight. So we're going to draw that at the end. If you missed this, make sure that you hop on our email list, okay, and read the emails that we send. The best thing to do is actually to send us a reply when you do get one of our emails. And what happens when you do that, it tells the mail directive system that we're not junk mail, and that all future emails will actually go directly to your inbox, okay? So you won't miss anything that we send out, particularly when we do giveaways and we do challenges and launches and, pre-launches really as well. It's really good if those emails are going to your inbox so you don't miss them. So go ahead and do that on our website. You go to the Contact Us page You can sign yourself up for our newsletter. And then when you do get an email from us, just hit reply. Even if you just write hi, I'll probably reply back to you. So we're going to do our draw for that at the end of the night. We've got a lot of people in that draw. Guys watching, can you just confirm for me that I'm actually in the right group? Just make sure I'm in a Fit for Women and not the challenge group. Let me just check that, because I'm just noticing something. Let me just check. No, good. I'm in the right group. Awesome. All right, let's go. I'm a bit distracted. I've got a house full of people downstairs. I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. Alrighty, let's talk about gut health. Hi, Paula. Hi, Rachel. Okay, so for the whole month of June, we are going to have our lives on a Sunday night focused on bringing you information about gut health. So effectively, it's going to be the topic of the month. And we're going to start to do this a little bit more so that we can just sort of give you more information about the topics that we do talk about. So in April, our topics was macronutrients. If you remember, we talked a lot about proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. We also talked a bit about menopause a bit before that as well. May kind of went everywhere. We kind of didn't have a topic in May. We talked a little bit about menopause there too. But in June, it is all about gut health. So if you have any questions, or if you have any topics about gut health that you would like us to explore in these lives, please send us an email. I'll put the email address down below, or you can just reply to one of ours that we've sent to you, and we will put your question in with all of our information and make sure that we try and answer it for you in the month of June. Okay, so let's get into it. Gut health. Is it really as important as people say it is? Yeah, it is. It really, really is. It's not really something you want to overlook. You can overlook it to a point. But if you're really serious about looking after your health overall, then your gut health is really important. And the reason why is your gut health, the health of the bacteria in your stomach and in your whole digestive system, your intestines, everything. It's important for overall wellness. It's important for moods. And it's even important for your ability to stay at a healthy body weight. Okay. Gut health. What is gut health? So gut health describes the function and the balance of bacteria in our guts, right? So, and not even just in our guts, in our entire intestinal tract. So right from the esophagus all the way down to our, our bowels and our colon. Okay, so it's about the balance of healthy bacteria, good versus bad. It covers multiple aspects of the gastrointestinal tract, right? Like the effective digestion of food, the absorption of nutrients, stable intestinal microbiota, which is like the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. It has an impact on your overall immune system, right? So if your gut health is out, your immune system is likely to be down as well, and an overall state of general well-being. So even as far as you feel tired, your muscles can hurt if your gut health's not where it should be. So while we think it might not be overly important, it actually affects so many other systems in our bodies. So let me break it down a little bit. In your gut are bacteria. Okay, now bacteria can be good or bacteria can be bad. We often think of bacteria as bad because, when we see ads for cleaning products and all those sorts of things, we're told to get rid of 99.9% of bacteria. That's the bad bacteria. But our stomach actually needs a balance of good and bad bacteria as well. So there is good bacteria. There are 100 trillion microbes of bacteria in your gut. 100 trillion, right? That is actually 10 times more than the amount of human cells. So all the other cells in your body, right, added up, there's 10 times the amount of that as bacteria in your gut. Yeah, so that's a lot. It's a lot. That's why it's so important. So good gut health occurs when you have a balance between the good health, which is the helpful bacteria, and the bad bacteria, which is potentially harmful. And yeast is also something that comes into play, right? So the good gut health, a healthy gut is when those three things are in play: good, bad, bacteria, and yeast. When those things are balanced beautifully, you'll feel pretty good. In fact, 80% of your immune system, 80% of your immune system is in your gut, okay? It comes from your gut. And the majority of your body's serotonin is too. Have you all heard that word before, serotonin? Does anyone know what serotonin is? Let me know in the comments. So what this means then is that if your gut is not healthy, then your immune system and your hormones won't function properly. Let me say that again. If your gut health really isn't very good, your immune system and your hormones might be wreaking havoc, okay? They won't be at their best, and you will probably get sick. You might get sick a lot. You might be hormonal. You might have hormonal symptoms maybe, okay? Even things like acne can come down to gut health as well. And unfortunately, if you're someone who suffers from an autoimmune disease, and there are so many autoimmune diseases, it is likely that your gut health is influencing that as well, okay? So the gut bacteria play an important role in human health, such as supplying essential nutrients. It aids in the digestion of complex carbohydrates. So bacteria is really important for digesting food as well. Yes, Siobhan, serotonin is a neurotransmitter for mood. Well done, Siobhan. I wish I could high five you. Everyone give Siobhan a high five. Well done. So the bacteria, digestion of carbohydrates, and also promotes healthy nerve function. So bacteria is not bad. Bacteria is really good. But when the gut health goes really wrong, the gut bacteria communities can cause chronic diseases. So we talked about autoimmune diseases, things like IBS, things like obesity, things like cancer, even autism, all right? But that's obviously a worst case scenario. So don't start to panic on me here. I'm just giving you the big picture. That's how important it is to have the balance of bacteria in your gut good, okay? Focusing on that balance. Avoid things like I just mentioned. Now, tonight is an overview, so we're not going to go too much into what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat, because we will do that over the next couple of weeks here in the group. So tonight is an overview, but I do want you to have a think about what your gut does. So let's break it down a bit slower. All food is ultimately broken down in your gut, right? To a simple form that can then enter the bloodstream. We know this. We've been over this about how food and glucose goes into your bloodstream. It then gets delivered through your body as nutrients, right? We know this. We've been over this lots of times in this group. Now, this is only possible at its optimum level when our digestive system is healthy, okay? A healthy gut contains healthy bacteria and immune cells that ward off infectious things like bacteria, virus, fungi, all those sorts of things. Fungi, don't know what you want to say there. A healthy gut also communicates with the brain. Remember before how we said it impacts on nerve function? Yeah, so a healthy gut communicates with the brain through the nerves and through your hormones, as Siobhan helped us there as well, about the serotonin deals with hormones. Okay, and these two communications to the brain help to determine our general health and our well-being. So it's very, very important that those systems are working properly, and having an imbalance of good and bad bacteria in our guts will mix up those messages to the brain, okay, for general well-being. Now, as previously mentioned, your gut is the foundation of everything. It aids in digestion of the food you eat, it absorbs nutrients, and it uses it to fuel and maintain your body. So basically, you need your gut to survive, yeah? So if your gut is imbalanced and your immune system isn't working properly, your serotonin and your hormones won't either, all right? And it makes it more challenging to stay healthy. So if you're already someone who is trying to get healthy and your gut health is not where it needs to be, you might be hitting a brick wall, and that might actually be the reason why. You could be eating well, you could be exercising, all those sorts of things, but your gut health is stopping you. All right. Your gut health is also where your body gets rid of metabolic waste and toxins. However, if you have the unhealthy gut, your body will struggle to rid itself of those toxins. They're not going to go anywhere. So if this occurs, that's when things like chronic fatigue, chronic illnesses, autoimmune disease, and inflammation throughout the body will happen. Okay, so when those toxins can't get out because the gut bacteria is not working as it should be, that's when those sorts of things happen. That's why maybe some of you guys will recognize these symptoms. Things like brain fog, diarrhea, constipation, gas, joint pain. Joint pain's one. You might not even realize it, but the brain is actually what we call the second gut. So therefore, if your gut isn't working, your brain up here is working overtime to make sure those signals coming through the nerve system and the hormones, to make sure that that's all correct and balanced. So you're putting your brain in a lot more stress as well. It's really scientific, isn't it? So that's a lot. There's so much there that your gut does for you that you don't actually think about. It's not just about, bowels and, opening your bowels and going to the toilet and vomiting and all those sorts of things. Your gut is actually really, really important for your whole body, for how you function as a human being. And guys, as busy mums, we don't need to be fighting an extra uphill battle that we don't even know about. So if we can work over the next month, we can work together to add in or take away some little things that are going to help you improve your gut health, then I think that's going to make everything a lot easier for you to function. And it's probably just some little things that maybe we can tweak that are going to help you function on a better level. All right, guys, do you have any questions about that? I have gone over gut health really quickly tonight because I wanted to give you an overview, but the topic is so big that I've condensed it down into all of that information as one, and I pulled out the bits that are really, really important for you to know. So we've gone over the reasons why it's important, and we've gone over the things that can result of having poor gut health. In the next few weeks, we're going to talk about what are some of the things that are harming our gut health. So what are some of the things that you might be doing that you didn't know that could actually be ruining your gut health? What are some of the things that you can do to fix your gut health without, going on stupidly restrictive diets? We don't want to do that. You know that that's not what we're about here at Inner Fit for Women. So we're going to go into all of those things in the next few weeks. Tonight is that overview. Tonight is giving you a really good understanding of exactly what is gut health, which is the balance of good and bad bacteria, and what it is doing to our bodies, right? So that's what tonight's about. Rachel's question is, how do you know if you have poor or good gut health? Rachel, next week, I think, we're going to talk about the symptoms. But we're going to talk more in depth about symptoms, and it may even go a little bit feminine too next week. So, we'll talk about how it affects the female body a little bit more as well. But some of those symptoms, Rachel, that I mentioned before, brain fog, constant brain fog as well, low energy, constipation or diarrhea, if your joints are sore, if you continually got gas, or your gas changes and things like that. There are all sorts of things that can happen. Chronic fatigue, all those sorts of things. All right, great question though, Rachel. I love your questions. Keep them coming. All right, so that's all the scientific stuff about gut health and what it actually does. And like I said, over the next few weeks, we're going to explore the symptoms and the telltale signs that you've got a gut health issue, what foods might be destroying your gut health. And I reckon some of you know already. Go on, if you think you know one food that might even be undoing your good gut health, let me know in the comments. And then we're going to go through some easy strategies for you to get your gut health in a better state without spending lots of money on supplements too. We don't want to do that. If you want to do that, I can talk about that as well. But we'll try and do it without expensive supplements as well. All right. I'm not a huge fan of supplements. Probiotics, yes. I'll talk about more. Anything else, no. Christy, high five. Everyone, high five Christy. She's got it. Sugar, absolutely. Sugar is definitely a killer for your gut health. Alrighty. If you have anything, though, that you'd like us to go in more detail about, like I said, please email us at info@30minutemummy.com. I'll put the link in the comments. It's on our website too. You can join our mailing list. Alrighty, let's draw the winner. So what you had to do this week was reply to our June newsletter about, you had a question maybe about gut health. All you had to do was reply and ask us a question, or even a couple of people just said hi. Well, how's your day going? Which is great too. I love replying to those ones as well. So if you did that, your name is here. I'm not doing my wheel tonight. I've got everything cut up nicely. So the name that I draw out of the hat tonight, the bowl, the name that I draw out of the bowl will win themselves any of our programs that are online, with the exception of the current 8-week challenge one. So that includes things like our 2-week shred, our Menno Belly program, which is about to go up on our website for purchase now that we have finished that program. 2-week shred, our last 8-week challenge from summer, our Joy of Clean Eating pack as well. All those things are on our website. So you get to choose one of those to have for free, and we'll send that to you. So you just got to tell us which one. All right, here we go. All right, I've got a name. Let's see who it is. Christy Peterson. Christy, you got the right answer there too. Christy, darling, you can choose one of the programs from our website. I will send you a link. If you could please just send me a private message before Wednesday, that'd be lovely. Just flick one to me just so that we can start that connection on Facebook, and I will send you a list again of all the things that you can choose from for you can have for free. I'll send it to you. Thank you so much, Christy, for being a part of that and emailing us, and thank you to everyone else who did that too. Alrighty, now one last time before I let you go. We are having a shorter one tonight, but that's okay, because we're going to get into so much detail over this in the next few weeks. One last time, our 8-week winter weight burner challenge, which is designed to get you losing 5 kilos this winter, not putting on 5 kilos this winter. It starts tomorrow. You don't have to start with us tomorrow. You can start later in the week if you want to. It is not too late to start. Head on over to our website. On our main page of our website is the banner. Follow the link. Get yourself on this program. We promise you, you will not regret it, okay? You will learn so much about healthy food habits, healthy exercise habits, healthy habits in general. You'll learn about getting yourself organized, and I promise you, you'll have some fun doing it. We love our 8-week challenges. All right, ladies, happy Sunday. Have a great week. Bye for now.